How do you hire strong senior software developers available on the market? What steps to take to find a really good specialist and hire him, her? A lot of companies struggle when it comes to hiring senior software developers. In this video, we will talk you through how to take away the obstacles you have and help you find a perfect top-notch developer. How do senior software developers differ from junior and middle developers? The difference between a senior developer and a junior or mid-level developer is that the former has more experience, a higher salary, and better job opportunities. Senior developers are often the leaders in teams. They may manage projects, or they may simply be consulted when difficult decisions need to be made. A senior developer is usually more experienced than a junior or mid-level developer. They have learned from their mistakes, and they know how to avoid them in the future. A senior developer can also be called an expert because they know all about their field of expertise. They understand all aspects of it, including its history and its future developments. A senior developer is capable of writing code at the highest level possible. This means that they can write complex algorithms and solve complex problems with ease. Key skills of senior software developer. A senior software developer is a highly skilled and experienced member of the software development team. The senior developer is often seen as a mentor or trainer for other members of the team. Senior developers usually have years of experience in one or more programming languages and have acquired a broad range of skills. A senior software developer has a wide range of responsibilities and tasks, which can be categorized into three main areas. Leadership. A senior developer is expected to provide leadership to junior team members. This includes mentoring and training new hires and providing guidance when needed. Strategy. A senior developer should have a good understanding of the overall strategy and direction of the organization so that they can make well-informed decisions on how best to approach a problem or issue within their area of expertise. Development. A senior developer has mastered their craft, so they are able to work independently on projects without supervision from others. Hiring remote senior developers versus in-house. A lot of companies are looking for the best senior software developers to hire for their business. This is a very good thing because this means that they want to improve their business and be able to compete in the market. Hiring remote developers has many benefits. There are many benefits to hiring a remote senior developer. Some of the most common reasons that businesses hire remote senior developers include cost savings. Hiring remote senior developers allows companies to save money by not having to pay for office space and other overhead expenses that come with having employees in-house. This can be especially beneficial for small businesses that do not have the capital or resources to pay for an office space. Flexibility. While some companies may prefer to hire local resident workers, others may find it more cost-effective to hire remotely where they can work from home or anywhere else they choose. This allows them to work on their own schedule while still meeting project deadlines. Shortage of local talent. Many companies suffer from a shortage of local talent, which can make it difficult for them to find qualified candidates who are willing to relocate for their position. By hiring remotely, companies are able to find highly qualified candidates who have already moved away from their area due to a lack of opportunity or desire for change within their current position. However, there are some tips that you should keep in mind when hiring remote developers. When hiring remote senior developers, it's very important to keep in mind that they will not be working together in the same office. They might not even work in your country or city. There will be no face-to-face meetings unless you decide to travel and meet them personally. This means that you have to be sure of what kind of person they are and how they communicate with others before hiring them. You need to make sure that they're communicative and friendly with everyone else involved in this project, especially if it's an international project where people from different parts of the world are working together over Skype or other communication methods. How to select senior software developers. The best way to determine if an applicant is a good fit for your company is to test their skills. This can be done in several ways. Online code test. The applicant completes an online coding test and submits their code. You can then review the code and make an assessment of the applicant's skill set. This is a great way to gauge whether an applicant has the technical knowledge you need in your team. In-person interview. You can conduct an in-person interview with the applicant to get a better feel for their personality and communication skills. Having face-to-face communication allows you to gauge how well they will do with other members of your team, which is important when hiring senior developers. Also, you may check out their portfolio and then ask them about it. A developer's portfolio should contain real-world examples of the work they've done. If they're applying for an engineering position, it should include code examples that they've written. If they're applying for a design position, it should include mock-ups or wireframes that they've created. During the interview process, ask them how they would solve certain problems that came up in previous projects. This will give insight into how well they think on their feet and whether or not they'll be able to adapt easily to new situations in the company. When interviewing candidates, try to get them talking about themselves and their previous experience, so that you can understand what motivates them and how they work under pressure. Share in detail about the project, requirements and conditions, and tech stack. When hiring a software developer, it is important to share in detail about the project, make requirements and conditions clear, and give information about the tech stack and future plans. Let's look at what should be included in a job posting for software developers. Project description and requirements. The project should be described with the main goals of the project, what problems it solves, and how it will affect users. Required skills. It is important to list all skills that are needed for this position. This can include programming languages, frameworks, and libraries, but also soft skills like communication skills or management skills. Work conditions. Working conditions are very important for developers who plan on working remotely or as freelancers. In addition to salary, good working conditions include flexible hours and remote work options, example, working from home. Tech stack overview. A good job posting should give an overview of the tech stack used by the company's team so that candidates can decide whether or not they are a good fit for the role based on their previous experience. Sell your vacancy. The first thing that you need to do is to sell your vacancy during an interview. This is very important because the market is very competitive right now and there are lots of companies that are looking for good programmers. If they find good ones, they will hire them quickly and they will not be interested in your vacancy anymore. If you can convince them that your company is unique and better than other companies, then they will be interested in your vacancy again. Remember that interview is not an exam. You don't need to ask questions about algorithms or data structures during interviews because it does not matter how much knowledge a person has about these topics. You just want to see how she thinks about problems, whether she writes clean code, and whether she writes code quickly without bugs or typos. Sometimes it happens. These things matter much more than knowing how to write a bubble sort algorithm or hashing algorithm by heart. Hiring senior developers is an important process. Follow these steps to hire the right professionals. You can also contact our IT recruiting agency MindHunt, as we have extensive experience in searching for senior software developers for IT companies. Conclusion. Looking for senior developers is not always easy, but with the right preparation, a good job description, and an efficient interview process you can be sure that you get the best possible candidates. If you need IT recruiting services, please contact us for a free consultation using the link in the description. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.